채워질 수도 있어요. 내일 현재 보니까 보스틱, 데일리, 제퍼슨 이렇게 있네요. 다음 주는 여러분 또 트럼프예요. 내재 변동성 어디서 보세요? 저는 어닝 위스퍼를 돈 주고 구독했어요. 그래서 여러분들한테 그 위스퍼링 넘버도 알려드리고 그러고 있어요. 팔런티어는 위스퍼링 넘버도 넘어섰어요. 자, 그래서 오늘 증시는 결국 상승 마감했습니다. 하락 마감인데 하락 마감 폭이 줄어들면서 마감한 거예요. S&P는 0.7, 다운 0.2, 나스닥 1.2 하락 마감했습니다. 하락폭이 장중 줄었고, 황중 오늘 하락폭이 줄었던 이유는 멕시코예요. 관세가 합의된 건 아니고 한 달 위에 받았던 부분들이 시장에 기대감 줬어요. 합의할 여지가 있다라는. 트럼프가 관세를 부과하려는 게 아니고 결과적으로는 관세를 빌미로 합의를 하고 있구나라는 기대감을 준 거예요. 이거 끝나야 됩니다. 이거 끝나고 트럼프가 사실 이 행사에서 또 얘기할지 모르겠어요. 이 행사에서 또 얘기할지를 모르겠습니다. 트럼프가 이게 기자 인터뷰가 있으면 응할 겁니다. 기자 인터뷰가. 과거에 제가 트럼프 일기 때 트럼프가 호주 총리였나? 와가지고 같이 얘기하는데 기자가 중국 관세 물어봤어요. 여기 있는 호주 총리와 전혀 관련 없는 거잖아요. 그거 열심히 한 10분 동안 답변해 줬던 적이 있거든요. 그래서 뭐 그럴 수도 있고 안 그럴 수도 있어요. 끝났네. 끝났어요. 이러면서 기자회견에 응할까요? 우선 끝났습니다. 응하지도 않았네. 기자회견도 없네요. 트럼프 그냥 학기채 받고 갔습니다. 트럼프 학기채 받고 갔어요. 트럼프 되게 나이스하게 학기채 받고 갔는데요, 지금 방금. 갑자기 학기채를 받더니 가죠? 우선 기다리다가 제가 나오면 알려드릴게요, 여러분. 네, 트럼프는 트럼프 나오면 제가 알려드릴게요. 우선 제가 어차피 1시간 정도 더 있거든요. 1시간 정도 더 있는 사이에 나오면 알려드리겠습니다. 바쁘게 가는 게 뭐 얘기하러 가는 건지 뭔지. 트럼프도 트위터, 아니 캐나다는 트위터나 캐나다도 있어요. 캐나다 중이 조용하네요. 내일 중국 관세를 중국도 바로 내일부터 시행이 되는데 통화를 할 거라고 알려져 있죠. 스포티파이 실적을 보나요? 스포티파이는 오늘 실적이 아닐 텐데요. 스포티파이는 실적이 내일 장전이에요. 한국 시간 20시에 나와요. 화요일 20시. 자, 다들 고생 많으셨습니다. 그러면 저는 여기서 이제 인사드리고 빠지는데 자리에 있을 거예요. 그렇기 때문에 잠깐만 자리에 있지만 마이크를 끄고 저는 뉴스 좀 정리할게요. 뉴스를 정리하고 그 사이에 나오면 알려드릴게요. 자리에 있습니다. 그냥 시황 정리를 하려고 하는데 시황 정리를 하는 와중에 카메라만 좀 꺼놓을게요. 팔런트 실적 발표가 나왔고요. 어라? 갑자기 왜 떨어지지? 어라? 어라?
Decentralized finance.
Massive outperformance from Bitcoin.
Bloomberg is covering all things crypto, the people,
The tectonic shift emanating from Washington.
All we're looking for is clear rules and the ability to build in the United States.
Crypto shouldn't be partisan.
the transactions,
Really a record-breaking moment. Crypto VC is back.
and the technology.
Really the beginning of
아직 안 보이는데?
America doesn't embrace it, we're gonna be left behind.
Bloomberg Crypto, Tuesdays only on Bloomberg. Bloomberg surveillance covers the latest in
캐나다 총리도 조용한데? 트럼프 트위터 올렸나?
Abramowitz and Anne-Marie Bourdieu.
트럼프도 아직 트위터 안 올랐는데?
Context changes everything.
Asia is at the forefront of some of the world's biggest stories. I'm Sherry-Yan in Tokyo, and I'm Hadi Stradwatts here in Sydney.
아, 어떤 기자가 글 쓴 내용이 있어요.
The numbers, news, and knowledge you need for the day ahead.
네, 기사가 현재 트럼프가 나한테 얘기해줬는데 통화 잘 됐대. 이렇게 얘기했대요.
Weekdays only on Bloomberg TV.
여러분 속보인데 CNN 기자네요. CNN 기자. CNN 기자가 트럼프가 나한테 얘기해줬는데 대화는 잘 됐다. 그 관세는 발효돼 이러니까 지켜봐라 이랬대요. CNN 기자에 따르면 트럼프 대통령이 캐나다 총리와 대화가 매우 잘 됐다고 언급하며 관세에 대해서는 지켜보라고 했다고 합니다. 제가 올려드릴게. 잠깐만요. 아, 트럼프 잠 못 자게 하네. 이러면 또 트럼프가 얘기할 때까지 기다려야 될 거 아니에요.
Yeah, it's a very interesting point. I think there's a couple ways that you
네, 트럼프가 이렇게 얘기했다고 합니다.
when you're looking at they hosted it on that model there's a lot of data privacy questions. Where is that data going? Is it stored? And that's certainly something that we are concerned with DeepSeek being hosted in China. And then with the open source version, the open source version of the models as well, that's starting to be
이 사람이에요, 이 사람. 이렇게 뜨죠. President Trump told me his call with the Prime Minister Trudeau went very well. Asked if the tariff against Canada are still going into effect tonight, he said watch. 여기 얘기하고 있어요. 내가 잘 됐냐 물어보니까 잘 됐어. 그래서 관세 부과해? 기다려봐. 지켜봐. 이렇게 얘기했다고 합니다. 그러니까 아직 모르는 거예요. 아직 모르는 겁니다. 근데 이 사람 잠깐 트위터 몇 명이서 여러분 여러분 인플루언서였습니다. 지금 방금 이 글을 쓴 사람은 인플루언서예요. 100만 트위터 100만 트위터 인플루언서예요. 네, 그냥 이상한 기자가 아니고 CNN에 꽤 나가는 기자인가 봐요. 100만 트위터. 얘 지금 현재 이거 글 잘못 썼으면 팔로워 110만 명한테 혼납니다. CNN 간판인지 모르는데 이렇게 썼어요. 이렇게 게시물 번역하기. 트럼프 대통령 트위터 중에 아주 제일 지냈다고 말했다. 발효되는지 보니까 그는 주시하자 좀 보자 이렇게 했대요. 자, 그러면 또 네, 기다려 봐야 되겠죠?
Is it truly open source? I mean, is there enough detailed information about its training data that gives people the ability to study, to use, and to modify the system for any purpose, or is it kind of open source?
네, 저는 우선은 카메라 끄고 대기하고 있을게요. 카메라 끄고 우선 대기하고 있을게요.
which means you can then take that model and recreate infrastructure if you would like. It doesn't give you any insight into how the model was.
카메라 끄고 대기를 하고 있고 나올 때까지 함께 좀 하도록 할게요. 저는 우선 시황 좀 정리하고 있을게요. 자, 사진으로 잠깐 대처하겠습니다. 네, 저 시황 브리핑 좀 정리해야 돼서 사진 켜놓고 좀 있을게요. 자리에 있습니다.
Within DeepSeek's organization within China. So, yeah, an open weight model, a little bit different on the open source side. We don't see everything, but we do see how that model can be rebuilt.
Got it, got it. What is your level of concern then about Beijing, the Chinese government's role or control over the technology or its ability to house the data?
But we're certainly seeing I would say, concerns with the model itself.
모니오 감사합니다. 빨리 캐치하시고요. 2월 날씨 춥다는 감기 조심하시고요. 항상 너무나 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
This is relatively speculative, but we can look at these consistent patterns that are coming outside of the model. So we definitely see things like some alignment issues on the geopolitical side of things. So I would say concern. I think when it comes to anybody who's determining to use that solution that they are hosting because it is cheaper, you definitely have to make sure that this is data. It has to be data that you're comfortable with being stored inside of China.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Thank you for raising these concerns. Chris is chairman of the board, CEO, and co-founder at Hidden Layer. By the way, Romain, don't ask DeepSeek what happened on June 4th, 1989. They can't answer the question.
이 얼마만큼 시장에 기대감이 있는지를 보여주는 부분인 것 같아요. 어쨌든 아직 더 확인된 거 없습니다. 기다려야 돼요.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Wikipedia.
그래서 글 써놓을게요. 공식 발표는 없었음.
Your top tower is under attack.
Tariffs and discuss the impact it could have on the global economy, shipping and logistics and e-commerce. Where are we at with tariffs, right? China's still on, Canada's still on.
I've lost track. I think Mexico has got a reprieve for
1 month, yeah.
I don't know what the heck's going on with China.
Colombia never happened.
Trudeau is supposedly on the phone with Trump,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
Trudeau's going to be out of a job in about a
I know.
week. So I don't know what's
Negotiating with. Big questions. All right, we have a lot more coming up. This is a close on Bloomberg.
불화일까요? 모르겠어요. 진짜인지 가짜인지는 우선은 연기됐다는 얘기 안 했어요. 얘기 잘했다가 끝이에요, 여러분. 여기서 함정은 관세가 연기됐다는 얘기는 없어요. 그냥 얘기를 잘했어. 그래서 관세는 예정대로 부과돼. 지켜봐. 이게 끝이에요. 아직 관세가 연기됐다는 얘기 자체를 안 했어요. 애초에 그냥 지켜봐라가 끝이었어요. 기자가 그래서 관세 부과 안 할 거예요 라고 하니까 기다려야 됩니다.
From the world of politics to the world of business, Joe Matthew and Kaylee Lyons deliver news, insights, and
어제 근데 트럼프가 많이 나와서 모르겠는데 하면 그대로 또 영향받을 수 있어요. 뭔 소리야? 저 기자 페이크 뉴스야 하는 순간 그럴 수 있죠. 근데 뭐 됐다는 말 자체를 안 해서 기다려야 될 것 같아요. 관세 협상이 됐다는 얘기를 안 했어요. 그냥 잘 얘기했어가 끝이니까 뭐.
across the globe.
Your top tower is under attack.
Finally, each week on Wall Street, stories of capitalism from business, markets, economics, tech, and climate. More than what you need to know, it's what you need to think about.
that statecraft policies, like tariffs, could cost the global economy anywhere from $6 billion to $5.7 trillion due to reduced trade and cross-border capital flows. Those are some big numbers there. For more perspective on the global impact of tariffs, let's bring in Dan Tannenbaum. He is partner at Oliver Wyman and senior fellow at the Atlantic Council. So Dan, great to see you. Huge range there from 6 billion to 5.7 trillion. And yet the White House insists that this will not be inflationary. The evidence, though, points to the contrary.
Just yesterday to Andrews say, there may be some pain that's borne by American consumers. So I think this is starting to come out. You've also seen
Your
so
bottom
many
tower
trade
is under
unions
attack.
come out and against this tariff plan because of what the cost is going to do. Even some energy companies have put notice out to customers in the last 25 hours, putting them on notice. Your bills are going to go up 25% as a result of some of these tariffs.
And when companies start raising prices, let's say the tariffs are on for 8 hours.
Situation where tariffs are being used dynamically, I guess to put it that way. Companies are struggling to strategize with their go-forward business as a result of
Your
some of these
middle
moves.
tower
Even
is
moving
under
manufacturing to one country.
팔런티어 닝쿨 오늘 팔런티어 닝쿨은 스톡 나우에서 보실 수 있는데요.
Your middle tower is under attack.
닝쿨을 스톡 나우에서 직접 보실 수 있어요. 몇 시야죠?
Your middle tower is under attack.
7시에요. 스톡 나우는.
Has fallen.
Go back to Smoot Hawley. I mean, obviously I wasn't around for that, but I mean, from what I've read, even that was just basically, all right, we're just going to do this, and this thing is there. Obviously, that kind of worsens the depression, but that's a whole other conversation.
Your middle tower is under attack.
이따 30분 안씩 뭐 시간 남으면 틀어드릴게요.
We've also not been in a situation where we're imposing such significant tariffs on our largest trading partners. I mean, half of the cars in the U.S. come from Canada and Mexico.
I want to ask you, though, about kind of the somewhat unilateral approach to this idea that the president is basically making a decision without really input from Congress or courts or anyone else here. And this seems to be a trend we've seen in other developed economies, democratic economies, where we've seen kind of this either a singular leader or a singular sort of group of people at the top of the government making decisions that have direct economic impact. Is this just something we're going to have to learn to live with one way or the other?
I hope not. Unilateral moves like this create real knock-on effects, especially when it's the largest, most powerful economy in the world doing this. That drives most of the reserve currency transactions in the dollar. So you'd hope this isn't the approach that will continually be used. We're only 2 weeks into this new administration, and it's pretty clear that tariffs are going to be an active used policy.
If we had done this later in the administration, do you think we would have heard more from some of the cabinet? Because I kind of want to know what the Secretary of Trade representative, people who are going to have to deal with this, think about it, and we're kind of in this vacuum where
Secretary Bennett said a number of times we've not yet heard from him, so it's hard to know what's the
Your bottom tower is under attack.
of confirmed cabinet members who touch upon this space.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Secretary of State is traveling right now. Does these tariffs, the threat of the tariffs, coming off
Your
of the
middle
Mexico
tower
tariffs for
has
1 month,
fallen.
how much does it complicate his
Your
job
bottom
right now
tower
as
is
he
under
goes
attack.
out and serves as the diplomat for the U.S.?
I mean, just seeing what's come out of Panama, it's hard to say that this is adversely impacting his job. Panama basically said they'll give preferential treatment to U.S. warships going through the canal. They'll abandon the Belt and Road Initiative. So even though this is not the most diplomatic
Your bottom
approach we've
tower
seen,
is under attack.
it does seem to be producing results.
It's producing results in that way, but behind the scenes, what are countries doing to put themselves in a better position or to safeguard
Your bottom
themselves
tower is under
against
attack.
a mercurial President Trump?
I think that is the challenge right now. Just last night on Truth Social, there was a post on South Africa. It's kind of hard to tell who's coming next. So for a country to really try and prepare for this, I think it's difficult. What this may do is drive new economic
Radiant
alliances
structures are
further
fortified.
away from the U.S. Countries like Brazil and India and China could take an outsized role going forward as folks band together almost against the U.S.
Well, I'm curious about what mechanisms we would see that happen because it's funny about the South African rand thing and then, Trump's issue
팔란티어 5천만 입절했어요. 우선님 항상 성실한 정보 주시네 감사하고 있습니다. 수고하셨습니다.
서인우님 감사합니다. 그리고 수익나치 너무 축하드립니다. 항상 좋은 일이 더 가득하게 진실을 기원합니다. 감사합니다.
Maybe they can fill in that void, maybe not with all the countries, but with certainly some of them.
Well, and the other thing to bear in mind is China is a great example. They've had a tariff strategy levied against them since the first steps that they've been slow to roll out, but have clearly highlighted, like limiting the export of rare earth minerals like gallium to the U.S. There's more things that we buy from China that they could withhold from the U.S. over time.
The thing is, just to play devil's advocate, the U.S. maybe have leverage. I mean, there was a story today on the Bloomberg terminal about how Trump is proposing that Ukraine, in exchange for whatever peace deal they're working
Your
on,
middle tower is under
아직
attack.
트럼프 얘기는 확인이 안 돼요.
neither from Canada or from China.
It's certainly part of a macro strategy that this administration says that they're
어?
looking at. Basically, and I think
뭐야?
they heard this on an interview this morning of don't look at one of these issues and
잠깐만요.
try and step back and look at them all together. But right now it is creating a lot of confusion, especially
캐나다 총리가 글 쓴 것 같은데 속보입니다. 30이 연기됐습니다. 속보입니다. 30이 연기됐습니다. 속보입니다. 캐나다 30이 연기됐습니다. 네, 캐나다 총리가 얘기했네요. 속보입니다. 캐나다 총리가 얘기하기 30이 연기됐다고 합니다. 속보입니다. 캐나다 총리가 30이 연기됐대요.
5,000원 감사합니다.
엠바고 걸었었나 보네요. 우리 시청자 말대로. 그럼 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Trump's mind about imposing them immediately because it was never really clear what he was seeking from those countries.
이렇게 해서 1.3억 달러 규모의 국경 강화 계획을 시행하고 펜타닐 대응 조치 및 미국, 캐나다 공동 대응팀 구성을 발표한다. 이에 따라 미국의 관세가 최소 30일 유예된다. 라고 했습니다. 자, 1차 교육을 시행하고 캔슬 교육을
골리아님 100만 원 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 우선님의 빠른 소식 덕분에 수익을 얻었네요. 정말 감사합니다. 오늘부터 추워지는데 감기 조심하세요.
좋은 말씀 감사합니다. 사실 제가 한 것도 없는데 너무 축하드리고요. 항상 투자하시면서 더 좋은 일이 많게 진심으로 기원해요. 다들 항상 좋은 일만 있길 바라고요. 이게 맞아요. 연기됐다는 게 13억 달러의 국경 계획을 시행했다. 관세는 최소 30일 유예된다. 펜타닐을 담당할 차르를 만든대요. 그리고 10,000명의 국경 시행하고 대응팀 구성한다. 여기에 10,000명을 배치한대요. 국경. 네, 그래서 30일 유예됐다고 했습니다. 이걸 써놓을게요. 일정 이렇게 시행하고 펜타닐 대치 팀을 구성한다. 이에 따라 30일간 유예된다라는 거예요. 감사합니다, 1위님. 감사합니다.
Okay, that's really helpful context. And by the way, we just have a new headline here. Justin Trudeau, going to his father.
아, 13억 달러인데 내가 1.3억을 썼구나. 13억이에요, 13억.
know that that's one of the big concerns remain when it comes to what President Trump wants to do when it comes to protecting the border.
Dire structures are fortified.
13억입니다. 속보, 문구. 13억 달러 관계 구획 시행하고요.
I guess put off for 1 month these tariffs that would have gone in place.
Yeah, the Canadian dollar, by the way, plunging to its high of the day as Trudeau has cited this delaying tariffs by 1 month. So, Craig, you in this conversation here. You mentioned that companies have been anticipating this, they've been planning for this. How many workarounds have they come up with in the event that tariffs would be imposed and would actually stay on before they were taken off?
Well, I think most of the attention, again, was on China itself. I think everyone sort of anticipated and expected the tariffs to be different. It's been a little bit less so. It's been focused on North America versus China. We've seen really since the summer, shipments and imports.
혈액 아니고 유엔에 맞아요. 연기된 거예요, 한 달. 멕시코랑 똑같아요.
But it's been much more important. This hasn't been an event to just prepare for a different. I don't think anyone's supply chain should be surprised that tariffs are a major instrument in Donald Trump's policies. If you followed back in 16, 17, 18 when he was in his first term in office, he used
결국 뭐 국경 보안 강화, 펜타닐 대인시의 대폭 강화 조건으로 협상 타결한 거예요. 30일 연기.
외화거리로 경제력 도움 줘서 너무 고마워요 오션님 상자양이요.
그럼 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 그럼 이따가 이제 트럼프가 한마디 쓰겠죠? 이제 트럼프가 본인 트위터에 또 쓸 거예요. 뭐 이런저런 이유로 한 달 미뤄줬다고. 트럼프가 이제 본인 이제 소셜 미디어에 곧 글 올릴 겁니다. 확인 사살.
That came out of 2017, 2018. You're dealing with China and a different type of logistics and freight that went into how those goods came into the U.S. With Mexico and Canada, obviously it's a lot closer to home. There may be disruptions, but I guess my question to you, Craig, is how do companies
6시 36분 2월 4일
indeed follow through with those tariffs?
You know, he did threaten Mexico. He said
Your middle tower is under
Mexico
attack.
if they didn't do it in a week. He was going to shut down the border. I remember covering that, and just all the auto supply companies were looking for instant
Your
pop-up
middle
warehouse
tower
space in
is
Laredo
under attack.
to prepare for that. So this just follows a very similar pattern of Donald Trump's policies, is to use tariffs as a way to get what he wants.
Your
And
middle
he's
tower
definitely
is
using
under
much more
attack.
effective this time. I would say that for the logistics industry, these are the freight providers, these are the companies that provide services. Largely tariffs are a
3월 또 1월 3월까지 합의를 해야 되는 거예요, 여러분. 만사요토님 멤버십과 환영합니다. 이게 결과적으로 이렇게 시간을 했다는 거는 3월까지 합의를 하겠다는 거예요. 그러니까 그 사이에 계속 얘기가 나올 거예요. 3월까지 합의를 계속 해 나간다는 내용이기 때문에 계속해서 얘기는 나올 거예요, 여러분.
You hear a lot of noise around it, but when you actually talk to people in the business, they're not really shocked by Donald Trump's position on this.
All right, Craig, great stuff. Craig Fuller, founder and CEO.
장마간 후
Coverage here. What is a fast-moving news story. The latest headlines: Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, just getting off the phone with the President of the United States, and Justin Trudeau saying in a post on X that he is getting a 30-day reprieve from Donald Trump on those tariffs and concessions that he's making. Well, let's ask our next guest, Bloomberg's Derek Gilbert, joining us right now from Toronto. What exactly did Trudeau promise Trump?
So there are some things the government has already promised. There's a $1.3 billion Canadian.
내일이 중국이야. 내일 중국이야. 이제 우리 하나 한 거야. 산 넘어서 멕시코, 캐나다 깼고 가장 큰 산 남았어요. 중국. 중국 이제 내일 어떻게 나오는지 잘 살펴봐야 됩니다.
list the Mexican cartels as terrorists and ensure 24/7 eyes on the border, which is part of that surveillance, which will include drones and that sort of thing. Canada had previously proposed a so-called joint strike force with the U.S. that would monitor the Canada-U.S. border. It looks like that is now coming into effect. And there's a new intelligence order that will add hundreds of millions of dollars Canadian to the pursuit of organized crime and drug trafficking. So that is sort of the package it appears that Canada offers.
How much did oil play into this, Derek? Certainly to the Midwest, because we import a lot of Canadian crude, and that was, the tariffs would have made that a lot more expensive for that part of the country.
The oil was clearly one of Canada's better.
여러분 어닝콜은 이따 틀어놓을 수 있는데 미리 말씀드리지만 스톡나우에서 즉 같이 보는 거기 때문에 그 정도라고 보시면 될 것 같아요. 스톡나우에서 한글로 다 나와요. 요약도 나옵니다.
Derek Clote, thank you so much. We should mention
Radiant structures are fortified.
And the ETF-EWC would
Dire structures are fortified.
after our trading.
Let's continue our coverage here of the tariff threats coming out of Washington. Not only will tariffs impact the logistics of shipping goods to consumers, it will impact the merchants themselves. There's a provision in one of Trump's executive orders that would put an end to the so-called de minimis rule. You probably haven't heard of it, but you definitely have felt it. It allows imports valued under $800 to enter the country tax and duty. This was intended to help small businesses, but big e-commerce players in China like PDDs, Temu, and Shein have become the dominant beneficiaries, shipping a ton of packages into the U.S. every day at prices that most U.S. manufacturers can't beat. Lenny Feldman joins us right now. He's a partner of law firm of Sandler, Travis, and Rosenberg, which provides legal services for international trade and was formerly a senior attorney at the U.S. Customs and Bureau. Let's talk a little bit about how this actually works. So is this de minimis rule, which I think has been in place since, what, the late 30s or early 40s, is this just done with by the stroke of a pen?
By and large, it is done. I had a feeling this might be the headline of the day. 10% tariffs additionally coming from China. The de minimis rule, for all intents and purposes, is struck for any goods originating in China. And as you just showed, that's over 60%, potentially 70% of the low-value shipments, less than $800 duty-free, and will now have to move to the formal or traditional entry channels.
Bloomberg Intelligence did a great breakdown of kind of the cost of a package, saying it's a $50 item that came in under that de minimis rule. Basically goes up to about 95 to 97 bucks for that exact same package. I assume this is going to shut down, or at least disrupt temporarily, most of those coming out of
identify those particular commodities going to those particular consignees or individuals like you and me to our doorstep. This could actually be easier and create some savings from the customs brokers that these companies work with, as well as the logistics flows as well. So it might be a bit, in certain respects, a cost-benefit analysis.
Lenny, let me ask you a dumb question. Is this the end of Temu and Shein
Your
as
top tower
cheap
is under
sources
attack.
of goods?
I'm going to say no. I will share that I'm in touch with those companies on a regular basis and some others as well.
Your top
They have been
tower is
preparing
under
for this.
attack.
I think you're going to be surprised to see how resilient some of them are. I think there might be a disruption to a few of them, but I think others are
Your
ready.
top
They were
tower is under
anticipating
attack.
this. We
Your
saw a
top tower
rulemaking that
has
was coming
fallen.
from customs, and we knew it was around the corner. So they have been ready. They have prepared for this, and I think now it's time to see if they can shine, or if they're going to have to consider alternative measures.
So who is this good news for then? If these companies were prepared and are ready to kind of put into practice what they've already been preparing?
I think the traditional retailers, when you look at the big box stores, the competition that they're receiving from this de minimis entry, some of it calling a loophole, but it's completely legal and lawful. Some of those companies are going to say, hey, now we're able to compete, now we're able to reach the consumers at the same prices on equal footing from these companies.
When we talk about how the end user, and I'm talking about the retailers, here in the U.S., respond to this and adapt to this. There's a lot of questions here about how much we can either make here in the U.S. at relatively competitive prices, or how much we can maybe source, I guess, well, I mean, I was going to say Mexico, but, you know, in other countries that maybe wouldn't necessarily have the same restrictions.
Right. I think a lot of companies now may be saying, well, although the amendment is going to be closed up from China, can we now Canada,
The enemy's
go to
bottom
Mexico?
tower
Can we go
has
to
fallen.
Southeast Asia? The amendment rule, let's be clear, is alive and well, better than ever, from all those other countries around the world. This is just a limitation really excluded from China. We trade regularly with hundreds, over 200 countries on a regular basis. All those markets are wide open for the minimus flows. Although we recognize most of them are coming from China, I think some of these companies now are going to be really leveraging those other sources. They're going to be leveraging those other countries, so the minimus still can take hold. You still can have those lower values, those lower prices coming in from those alternative sources. It's really about diversifying your portfolio and your sourcing strategy.
All right, Lenny, really appreciate your joining us today and giving us your context here, your perspective. Lenny Proudman is partner at Sandler, Travis, and Rosenberg. Ramin?
All right, we still have so many Mondays, right?
I know.
All right, we're going to set you up for what to watch over the next 24 hours. There is a lot going on tomorrow, not just out of Washington, but of course in the world of earnings as well. This is Bloomberg.
It's the countdown to the market open as we bring you the first trades across the earth.
We'll debate the most important stories and what will drive the big investment decisions throughout the morning. I'm Guy Johnson.
I'm Kriti Gupta. And I'm Anna Edwards. Join us every weekday morning for the opening trade. Live at 7 a.m. here in London.
Only on Bloomberg. Context changes everything.
One of the very critical things is that but you also believe your audience. And people don't realize that. And building an organization is not just about hiring people. It's about the culture. It's about the system, the values, the mission. You know, it's about how you do things, how you retain people, how you keep them motivated. So it's all of those things put together. And over time, you realize that, you know, a lot of and then eventually you have an organization that is the life of the movement. It's something that you look at it, you marvel, and you think about, you know, how was this created and the getting this thing done.
Get your fixed income fix. Watch Bloomberg Real Yield every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, right here on Bloomberg. Context changes everything.
Listen carefully. Can you hear the rhythm in the markets? Not just in the syncopations triggered by inflation, but in the preludes leading to global in the dissonance that moves the decay.
여러분 아직 시청해주셔서 좋아요나 구독 안 누르셨으면 좋아요, 구독 한 번씩 부탁드리고요. 네, 아직 뭐 트럼프 대통령의 화답 그 퀴즈는 아직 안 올라왔어요. 아직 안 올라왔고 이것도 아마 곧 올라올 수 있고 올라오면 공유해 드릴게요. 중국은요, 중국은 아직 대화를 안 했어요. 대화를 24시간 내에 한다고 했으니까 내일까지 대화를 할 수가 있어요. 내일까지 대화를 할 수 있는 상황이에요.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
어닝콜 언제요? 어닝콜은 여러분 7시인데요. 여러분 스톡나우 앱 아시죠? 스톡나우 앱. 이거 아시죠? 스톡나우. 여기 다 해줘요, 여러분. AI로 다 요약해서 보여줘요. 이렇게 뭐 앞에 타 있으면 이런 식으로 자막 다 나오고 중간중간 AI 요약도 나와요. 스톡 나우라고 있는데 여기서 보시면 돼요. 어차피 저도 여기서 볼 거거든요. 스톡 나우 어닝콜. 그래서 각자 보셔도 됩니다. 어닝콜. 우선 제가 이거 마무리하는 동안 틀어는 놓을 건데 다를 게 없어요. 팔런트 쇼 예상 상회했죠.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Obviously, the numbers themselves don't matter, but I assume almost all of these CEOs and these CFOs are going to be asked about tariffs, about
30일 유예요. 30일 유예라는 내용은 그냥 30일 연기됐다. 30일 연기됐다는 내용은 시간을 벌었다고 보시면 돼요. 그 사이에 합의를 해야 돼요. 결국 30일 내에 합의를 해야 되는 겁니다.
Talking, and I don't know how much it shapes what the Fed does next. Mary Daly of the San Francisco Fed also scheduled to speak. I believe she's also not a voting member this year.
And also, we're actually going to get an investor day out of IBM, which is surprisingly one of the hottest tech stocks out there these days. And then down in Washington, President Trump will be back in focus with a special guest.
Benjamin Netanyahu will be meeting with President Trump, but also we're expecting President Trump to say something about maybe a conversation with Xi Jinping of China.
He said that he plans to speak with the Chinese president within 24 hours. We'll see what that means.
네, 지금 나오죠. 얘기하기로 했다고.
As soon as it happens, right here on the close, please join us tomorrow. Balance of Power is up next on Bloomberg.
Over the past decade, we've seen a more fragmented world. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean globalization will change. Globalization will stay.
러닝콜 아저씨 안 했어요.
To make sure that the world remains globalized.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
We saw the highest unit economics in more than 100 years of Greyhound history.
My vision is to transform long-distance bus travel in the United States and make it one of the top considerations for anyone planning a long-haul journey.
CEO Kai Boyson imagines even more potential if state and local governments recognize the need to support long-distance bus travel with suitable infrastructure.
We need to think about the infrastructure in the United States holistically and think about the integral part of that system. One should be able to connect from one mode of transport to another seamlessly, easily. We have very successful models in the United States.
네, 여러분 트럼프가 컨펌해줬습니다. 트럼프 대통령이 컨펌했네요. 연기했다고. 트럼프가 본인이 관세 연기했다고 글 썼습니다. 트럼프까지 썼어요. 이제 마무리된 겁니다. 속보 트럼프 대통령 캐나다가 국경 보안 강화와 펜타닐 단속 조치에 따라 유예한다고. 캐나다가 국경 보안 강화, 펜타닐 단속 조치를 약속에 따라 미국 캐나다에 대한 관세 부과를 30일 유예한다. 그리고 최종 경제 협정 가설을 검토할 계획이다라고 했습니다. 30일을 유예하고 추가 협상을 할 거래요. 이 기간 동안 최종적인 견제하는 것을 검토할 계획이다라고 했습니다.
Could it spell disaster if there's fear in the markets, or again, are there catalysts that you're watching out for?
It doesn't have to spell disaster, but what it probably will mean is that you have important trade-offs on the policy side, uncertainty and volatility in financial markets, but rates have gone up. $10 trillion in money market funds waiting to be deployed. So
발표 시간이 6시 57분 2월 4일 화요일 6시
I'm Anna Saro from Palantir's finance team, and I'd like to welcome you to our fourth quarter
팔런티어하네요.
earnings call. We'll be discussing the results announced in our press release issued after the market close and posted on our investor relations website. During the call, we will make statements regarding our business that may be considered forward-looking within applicable securities laws, including statements regarding our first quarter and fiscal 2025 results, management's expectations for our future financial and operational performance, and other statements regarding our plans, prospects, and expectations. These statements are not promises or guarantees and are subject to risks and uncertainties, which could cause them to differ materially from actual results. Information concerning those risks is available in our earnings press release, distributed after the market closed today, and in our SEC filings. We undertake no obligation to update forward-looking statements except as required by law. Further, during the course of today's call, we will refer to certain adjusted financial measures. These non-GAAP financial measures should be considered in addition to, not as a substitute for, or an isolation from non-GAAP measures. Additional information about these non-GAAP measures, including reconciliation of non-GAAP to comparable GAAP measures, is included in our press release and investor presentation provided today. Our press release, investor presentation, and our earnings materials are available on our investor relations website at investors.palantir.com.
First, you have
Over
to
the course
earn
of the
it.
call, we will refer to various rates when discussing the business. These rates reflect year-over-year comparisons unless otherwise stated. Joining me on today's call are Alex Carter, Chief Executive Officer, Shyam Sankar, Chief Technology Officer, Dave Glazer, Chief Financial Officer, and Ryan Taylor, Chief Revenue Officer and Chief Legal Officer. I'll now turn it over to Ryan to start the call.
2024 was nothing short of incredible for Palantir. Our momentum accelerated through year-end, closing out 2024 with exceptional Q4 results, including an extraordinary top-line beat and outperformance led by our U.S. business. Revenue grew 14% sequentially and 36% year-over-year in Q4, and 29% year-over-year for the full year. The AI revolution continues, transforming industries and redefining how organizations operate. AI is a pivotal component in driving innovation and efficiency, something companies need to embrace or fall behind. With the proliferation of AI models, the raw AI revenue supply is exploding. While everyone else is focused on the model
Your
supply
middle
side,
barracks are under
we're
attack.
transforming AI into a measurable stream of high-value finished goods and services. The result? The rapid
Your middle
emergence of
barracks are
quantified
under attack.
exceptionalism for organizations able to unlock the potential of these commoditized models through AI. A byproduct
Your
of our
middle
incredible
barracks are under
progress,
attack.
our Rule of 40 score increased to 81 in the fourth quarter. It's a substantial leap to deploy LLMs into production with real impact. Most organizations are currently stuck on the wrong side of the widening chasm, working on their 2, 5, and 10-year plans, which become obsolete days later, failing to ever take action. But not Palantir or our quickly growing customer base. We've taken our position through our decades-long investment in developing the architecture, which allows organizations to seamlessly weave LLMs into their enterprise, unlocking their highest potential leverage. In this AI revolution, anyone looking for a solution that actually works is going to choose Palantir. Last quarter alone, we closed $1.8 billion of TCV across our business, which represents a 56% increase year over year. We closed a record-setting number of deals in Q4, over 32 deals worth $10 million. Our U.S. business is at the forefront of AI.
달러의 관세 연장됐어요? 관세 연기됐어요. 관세가 연기돼서 그래요.
U.S. commercial revenue grew 64% year over year and 20% sequentially.
네, 미국이 캐나다, 멕시코 관세 다 유예했습니다. 한 달.
Organizations who have crossed the chasm of are driving real impact quickly. In this AI
팔런티어는 팔런티 하고 있어요. 지금 보여지는 화면상에 보여지는 게
and organizations are looking to us.
팔런티어예요.
With Palantir, as soon as work begins, we're delivering real quantified exceptionalism for our customers.
중국은 어때? 중국 내일 얘기야. 중국도 내일 얘기하기 때문에 내일 봐야 돼요.
How we can replicate this success across their organizations. One of America's largest pharmacies has been a customer since early 2024 and signed a $67 million TCV engagement with us right after the pilot for workflows including automatically load balancing prescription fulfillment and orchestrating patient outreach. An American telecom company became a customer approximately 2 years ago and recently signed a $40 million TCV expansion deal to help manage and accelerate their decommissioning of old network technologies and equipment in order to achieve significant cost savings. Last earnings call, we mentioned the leading global insurance organization that deployed AIP to help automate underwriting workflows, reducing a 2-week process to 3 hours. That organization signed a nearly $11 million ACV expansion deal in Q4. Panasonic Energy North America is seeing the effects of its AIP expansion as they've created a maintenance assistant to help 350 technicians in making 5.5 million batteries per day, resulting in reduced machine downtime, greater throughput, and rapid onboarding of new technicians. In Q4, we also announced the customers in the inaugural Warp Speed cohort, which are using Palantir's Warp Speed to gain an advantage in aspects of their manufacturing operating system, including automated visual quality inspections and dynamic production scheduling. Andela CIO by using the software to achieve up to 200x efficiency gains when employees can anticipated and respond to situations. Our U.S. government business, the foundation of which is exceedingly strong, with revenue growing 45% year-over-year last quarter. We take pride in supporting the critical missions we're delivering against. Notable deals included the U.S. Army extending its long-standing partnership with Dota to deliver the Army Vantage capability in support of the Army Data Platform for up to 4 years. We also announced our recent contract expansion with U.S. Special Operations.
아까 24시간 내라고 했어요. 내일 장 마감 전까지 나올 수 있어요. 24시간 내에 통화를 한다고 알려져 있거든요.
Alongside the large renewals of some of our long-standing customers. For example, Rio Tinto extended their partnership with Palantir for an additional 4 years, noting AIP is making their unstructured data accessible, allowing them to quickly attack problems previously deemed too complex. Using our software, network rail specialists coordinate 53 driverless trains, each with 240 wagons, ultimately improving throughput and safety. Our international government business also achieved strong growth. Revenue increased 26% sequentially last quarter, driven in large part by the UK, including our work with the NHS to roll out the Federated Data Platform as 87 acute NHS trusts and 28 integrated care boards have signed up to use it as of November 2024. We accelerated through the end of the year and we remain full throttle. We're at the dawn of this AI revolution, and in this winner-take-all AI economy, Palantir leads the way. I'll now turn it over to Sean.
Thanks, Ryan. For the last 2 years, we've been saying that even while the LLMs are improving, the models across both open and closed source are becoming more similar, and performance will converge, all while the cost per token for inference continues to drop substantially. And that's because the market's been focused on AI supply and models. With the release of DeepSeek-R1, that has gone from a contrarian position to consensus. It's now blindingly obvious that our foundational investments in ontology and infrastructure have positioned us to uniquely deliver on AI demand. From the beginning, AIP was built for this reality. Chat was always a dead end. Instead, we viewed LLMs as a new runtime for the AI labor. To capture the productive value of this AI labor, you need an intermediate representation of your enterprise that AI can actually interact with. How do you allocate inventory, onboard customers, process claims, call for prior authorization, and the like? That intermediary representation that makes all of that possible is ontology. And that's why it's been the secret to our meteoric rise. We are convinced the normative value for AI.
트럼프 시위가 한 달간 했는데 EU 다시 할 수 있다는 내용을 해석했을 수 있는데 맞아요. 한 달 안에 근데 합의를 하겠다는 거야. 한 달 내에 합의를 도출할 수도 그러니까 한 달이라는 시간은 그 두 국가가 합의를 도출할 수도 있는 시간으로도 해석이 될 수가 있어요. 물론 한 달 후 리스크가 발생할 수 있다는 얘기로도 풀이가 될 수가 있고요.
and now enables the bank to create entirely new and differentiated financial products. We're working with the top engineering and construction firm to automate the identification of risks across tens of thousands of pages of technical documents, replacing months of arduous manual reviews with AI labor that can flag major risks to engineers in minutes. And we're working with a large power systems company to automate the understanding of technical diagrams and unlimited roads and coordinates. And finally, we're working with an automotive supplier to analyze CAD files to have AI labor validate engineering standards and manufacturability checks. That is a 100-hour process for human engineers, now automated and serving up exceptions for human engineers. Before and after, the AI is stark, and the speed of implementation is unbelievable. You can divide companies up into two categories, the quick and the dead. Turning to warp speed, Palantir's modern American manufacturing operating system continues to move at full. Our nation is in the beginning of a great reindustrialization as we compete with China to secure a free world and individual liberty. This is the competition we cannot win. We announced our first cohort of warp speed customers, including Andrew and Elton Harris. The response has been exceptional, and the pipeline is well. Warp speed integrates engineering, test, production, quality, and operations so that manufacturers can build better and faster. Our FedStart offering hit a major milestone with the approval of our FedRAMP high environment for FedStart customers. This is a radical acceleration, both the reduction of time and costs of market access for software companies. Finally, the U.S. government, our deep investments in JAD C2 continue to deliver results. Maven continues to see significant adoption and is pathfinding new AI capabilities throughout the kill chain. Substantial new investments integrating contested logistics into Maven's AI-enabled kill chain met their moment in exercises in Q4. Adoption continues within military departments, specifically Army, Air Force, and Space Force, as well as at the combatant command, with expansions at SpaceCom, Southcom, AFRICOM, and Stratcom. While Hurricane Helene response galvanized the adoption of Maven on unclass beyond just the secret and top secret networks, the adoption has
지난주에 딥시크 때문에 엄청 빠졌잖아요. 그래서 헤지 펀드들이 5주 연속으로 미국 주식 매도했대요. 근데 반대로 개인 투자자들은 매수에 나섰다고 하네요. 금요일 하루에만 개인 투자들이 21억 달러를 매입했다고 합니다.
I'll turn it over to Dave to talk us through the numbers.
이게 지난 3년간 20억 달러 이상이 단 하루에 유입된 사례가 3년 동안 한 9번밖에 없었는데 그중 5번이 다 2025년에 발생했대요. 개인 투자자들이 개인이 아니고 한국인이 아니고 그냥 개인 투자자들이 올해만 20억 달러 이상 하루에 유입된 사례가 딱 9번 있는데 3년 동안 그 중에 5번이 벌써 올해 있었다고 합니다.
Our U.S. commercial business grew 64% year over year and 20% sequentially, and our U.S. government business grew 45% year over year and 7% sequentially. On the back of this continued strength, we are guiding to a full year.
그래서 저가 매수세가 계속 들어오는 게 주가 반등의 가장 큰 요인이 되나 봐요.
We delivered these outstanding top-line results while expanding adjusted operating margin to 45%. The strongest adjusted operating margin in the company's history. Our revenue and profitability drove a 13-point sequential increase to our Rule of 40 score from 68 in the third quarter to 81 in the fourth quarter. We also had an exceptional cash flow quarter with adjusted free cash flow of $517 million, representing a margin of 63%, and $1.25 billion in adjusted free cash flow for the full year, representing a margin of 44%. Turning to our global top-line results. Fourth quarter revenue grew 36% year over year and 14% sequentially to $828 million. Full year revenue grew 29% year over year to $2.87 billion. Full year US revenue grew 38% year over year to $1.9 billion. Excluding the impact of revenue from strategic commercial contracts, fourth quarter revenue grew 39% year over year and 14% sequentially, and full year revenue grew 32% year over year. Customer count grew 43% year over year and 13% sequentially to 711 customers. Revenue from our largest customers continues to expand. Fourth quarter trailing 12-month revenue from our top 20 customers increased 18% year over year to $65 million per customer. Now moving to our commercial segment. Fourth quarter commercial revenue grew 31% year over year and 17% sequentially to $372 million. Full year commercial revenue grew 29% year over year to $1.3 billion. Excluding the impact from strategic commercial contracts, fourth quarter commercial revenue grew 37% year over year and 18% sequentially, and full year commercial revenue grew 36% year over year. We had our strongest quarter of commercial TCV booked at $995 million, representing 42% growth year over year and 63% growth sequentially. Our U.S. commercial business is seeing unprecedented demand, with AIP driving both new customer conversions and existing customer expansions in the U.S. Fourth quarter U.S. commercial revenue grew 64% year over year and 20% sequentially to $214 million. Full year U.S. commercial revenue grew 54% year over year to $702 million. Excluding revenue from strategic commercial contracts, fourth quarter U.S. commercial revenue grew 76% year over year and 19% sequentially, and full year U.S. commercial revenue grew 69% year over year. We also had our strongest quarter of U.S. commercial TCV booked at $803 million, representing growth of 134% year over year and 170% sequentially. This exceeded our next highest quarter of U.S. commercial TCV booked by nearly $400 million, highlighting the increased demand for AI production use cases. Total remaining deal value in our U.S. commercial business grew 99% year over year and 47% sequentially. Our U.S. commercial customer count grew to 382 customers, reflecting growth of 73% year over year and 19% sequentially. Fourth quarter international commercial revenue grew 3% year over year and 15% sequentially to $158 million, partially driven by revenue catch-up from a customer in Asia. Full year international commercial revenue grew 9% year over year to $594 million. For international commercial business, we continue to capitalize on targeted growth opportunities in Asia, the Middle East, and beyond, but remain focused on accelerating our growth in the U.S. commercial business. Revenue from strategic commercial contracts was $9.6 million for the quarter. We anticipate first quarter 2025 revenue from these contracts to decline to between $4 to $6 million compared to $24 million in the first quarter of 2024. We anticipate 2025 revenue from these contracts to be approximately 0.5% of full year revenue. Shifting to our government segment. Fourth quarter government revenue grew 40% year over year and 11% sequentially to $455 million. Full year government revenue grew 28% year over year to $1.57 billion. Fourth quarter U.S. government revenue grew 45% year over year and 7% sequentially to $343 million. Full year U.S. government revenue grew 30% year over year to $1.2 billion. This acceleration was driven by continued.
여러분 방송 종료하겠습니다. 다들 고생 많으셨고요. 저는 여기서 방송 종료할게요. 어닝콜은 지금 하고 있어요. 어닝콜은 어디서? 스포그나우에서 보시면 됩니다. 스마트폰 앱에서도 보실 수 있고 제가 링크 드릴게요. 여기서도 보실 수 있어요. 링크 남겨드렸습니다. 다들 고생하셨습니다. 감사합니다.
23% year over year to $372. 23% year over year to $372. 23% year over year to $372. 23% year over year to $372.
It's true, but like not. I look at it. I look at everybody's names now, and not everybody's names are being shortened. Only like 2 people or so. It's not like her name is super long. No, I don't have it zoomed in. Maybe her real name in Discord right now is G ... Maybe it is, guys. Maybe we're being bamboozled. そうしてるわけではないけど、まあもうそういうことにしよう。You don't remember your genmate G? G, I'm trying to remember. It's hard to remember. Whoa, my whole screen just became a brownish orange. Probably because of my wallpaper being that color, but it's like it feels like my desktop just reset itself. Scary. Scary, scary. She's a real G. What does that even mean again? What? Oh. Tonma. She's tagging me in so many things. The OGG. Gangster. Oh, she a real gangster. Oh. I don't know if I would really use that word for her. She ain't much of a gangster. I mean, look at her. Look at that face. So, let's read some super chats before I go. Oh, Sicario. Yeah, we watched that yesterday. Oh, yeah. Super chat reading. Super chat reading. Here, I'll bring her over again. Put her in the aquarium. Let's move. I'm too bright for this night setting. Like this? Whoa! Whoa! What? Huh? Is this how bright I was before? I don't believe it. Was I really? It's like when I turn it off and on. This is off. Was I really this bright? I don't believe it. Flashback. Yeah, dangerous. My eyes, they're burning. Ooh. You wanna know something I sent to Gura a while ago? I thought she would find it to be funny. And she did indeed find it funny. It's not about who would win. Maybe it is. I guess I don't know what else it would be about. So, no, you only won. Let's read super chats. Oh, Goomba is playing Kingdom Come Deliverance after this. Interesting. I was interested in that game. Why is she not playing Minecraft? What? Goomba. Questions over questions. Oh, super chat. I'm gonna change this music. Super chat reading time. Super chat reading time. Any of these? Oh, cute! 안녕하세요. That's funny. Oh, Animal Crossing. Fake Animal Crossing. Sure. How about that? That's fine. That works. What am I reading? Let me see. I'll find it. I think Thank Goodness You're Here is what we're reading. Yeah. Yeah. Chat, where are you, by the way? There. There you are. You're looking so beautiful. Cutie patooties, how you doing? You're glowing also. Where's the thumbnail that I need? Here. That one's cute. In my winter outfit. This game was funny. If you guys missed it, watch the archive. Thank goodness you're here, chat. Because otherwise I would be reading these super chats to myself. That would be very, very boring. Zipley, Dankeschön. Honolulu, thank you for the red super chat. Thanks to Kiara, I can have a miraculous day every day. You are my self-confidence. Thank you for being my Aussie. 사랑해요. 사랑해요. 감사합니다. 뽀뽀 주세요. Mwah. Thank you for the sweet words. Oh yeah, I heard you're not gonna be here so often anymore. I hope that it didn't mean like completely. You're here now. You're here now. Yeah. I'm happy to see you. Moni, you're still here. Moni, how did you like the looks of my house in the end? Did you see it? I'll upload pictures on Twitter later. Also the emotional Gura pictures. I have to upload them for the world to enjoy. My photography skills. They're cracked both in-game and IRL. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Honolulu! 감사합니다! Hope to see you lots again. You missed it! Okay. Also, I was able to traverse the waters later on quite smoothly also. Yeah, chat can confirm. Jacob 47 dankeschön! Jacob 47 dankeschön! Studio Rob, thanks for the pinky! 店長僕が言えるのは Thank goodness you're here ということだけです。ですよね Smooth. Thank you, Studio Rob. I could say the same to you. Chat, did she die? No, I didn't! I lived and it was smooth. And quick. Yukari Mike, dankeschön! Oh, you have my happy! So, the official one that I made now. Oh, so possibly a bunch more of you guys also got it? Pictures, please. Pictures or Pixar didn't happen. Aluda, dankeschön! Thank you! Swatter, dankeschön, thank you! I got mine, yes, I have it. Oh! Yes, of course. Oh! If only more of you guys were able to go to Fest, then we would see a lot of them at Fest, but maybe we'll see a few. And maybe at Comic-Con. Maybe? Maybe. うちのお誕生日グッズなのかなそれか記念グッズだったかなのハッピーが届いてるかな Got mine as soon as I came back from yeah, the timing was weird.
sa inyong mga gibati nyo dyan. Sa inyong mga puso-puso dyan, labas ako dyan. Okay?
Be merciful.
Ay, victims of love! Sa muling pagsang tapos, naghintay ka. Buhay ko'y walang sagitaryo. Malungkot kapag hindi kita nakita. Sa muling ako'y nagmamanta. Sa Diyos na saan ka na. Sa buhay ko lang halaga. Buhat na iwanan ko sila. Sa Diyos saan ka na. Nagbigay masa sa basa ko. Ay, listening. Nagpunta. We ride. Ano ka talaga kulikta? Natamaan ka sa Gitarios, ha? Natamaan ka talaga sa Gitarios. Ayan, o. Okay. Kala kayo dyan. Labas na ako. Labas ako dyan.
Stalking.
Basta ako, labas ako dyan. Wala akong alam sa inyong mga gibati nyo dyan. Sa inyong mga puso-puso dyan, labas ako dyan. Okay?
Be merciful.
Ay, victims of love! Ano victims of love?
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Ngayon, kasi victims ka? Oo. Victims!
Sige na, ano? The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Ikaw pala.
Ano, bumalik Glory, oh. Glory, hindi mo nakita sa Gitarios. Mainit na dadapi sa iyong pinsin. Sa Gitarios, nasaan ka ba? Nandito na si Glory, nag-aabang sa'yo. Saan ka?
No stay for a slaughter.
The enemy's top barracks is fallen. The enemy's top barracks is fallen. Now our mega base. On the hunt. Blessed be the night. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire victory. Night Silver is safe once more. 30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Time for a little.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Ominous, that is.
Let's go!
The night sees all.
Unstoppable.
We ride!
Coming through.
On the hunt! Night settles in. Poor thing. By starlight.
Wicked sick.
Come, Nova.
Double kill.
Piercing light. Red bull. I'm under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower is forced. Hungry, Nova?
Lightning.
Quickly now. Good plan.
There's a lesson in that.
Yes.
Head now.
Pia! Far the night.
Here come.
Double damage! Yes.
Forward.
Let's go. Absolutely. Insignificant. The night sees all. Stalking.
Yes.
Let's go. What do you see? I'm under attack. Let's go. Yes. I will your doom. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant turret. Who dares? The enemy's top tower is falling. Blessed be the night! The moon waxes and my thirsty waves. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The night sees all. Stalking. Yeah! Salamene commands.
That was a practice shot.
We ride. Absolutely. I'm not ready. Attack! Quickly now. On the hunt. Blessed be the night. What do you see?
Ominous ladies.
It's not time yet. By starlight.
Damage.
Good plan. Let's go. On the prowl. Here. Dire structures are fortified. Fire the night. Illuminating. Yes.
Sounds lovely. Balance a fit. That would be a treat.
Stalking.
I'm under attack. Hey now.
Yes.
See, Marauder.
Good plan.
This edge is nice and sharp.
I'm not ready. Crescent steel. Absolutely. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Fire the night. What? Dire's courier has been killed. Let's go. We ride. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. You now have mega light sees all. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant victory. Night Silver is safe.
Lucky day. Keep an eye on her. Forward. Set price. Right. Killing spree. You got it. Waiting. Just you one.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Let's go. On the hunt. For the night. Run them down! Blessed be the night! Guide them. The enemy's top tower has fallen. Yes. We ride. Good plan. Yes. Your middle tower is under attack. What do you see? By starlight, your middle tower is under attack. Double damage! The night sees all. Yes! Invisibility! On the prowl. Illuminating. Quickly now! Stop! Yeah! The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The night sees all. I'm under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Yes. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Lunar light! Dire victory!
Cut to the chase! Yes!
The enemy's top tower has fallen. For the night. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Yes! The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant victory.
Whatever. Put down all the traitors.
Yes? What do you see?
My
Quickly now! Catch! Yeah! Fear them.
Monster kill! Triple kill!
Yes. Let's go.
Invisibility.
For the night. Your top tower is under attack. Yeah! Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. Let's go. Us, quickly. Is that such a thing? On the hunt.
Under attack.
I'm done being merciful. Insignificant. Stalking.
Lost you.
Attack. Sees all. Heads up. Let's go. Here. Quickly now. We ride. Eclipse. I want to attack. The enemy's bottom tower is falling. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant victory.
Regeneration.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Slice. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire victory.
new pair of pants.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Triple kill! Monster kill!
Moon's blessings.
Forward!
Your top tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
What you never asked.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. What's that?
More thought to it.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Meep, ma'am.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire Radiant structures are fortified.
Fresh mate!
The enemy's top tower is fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Enemy's bottom Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire victory.
Yes!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's courier has been killed.
I had that shot!
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oi, help Aegis, go front. Help Aegis, stay behind. Oh my god.
Horse!
is under attack. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Lightning!
My spotter directs. Spot on.
Assault killer!
Dire structures are
Of course. I thought I had that for sure. Into the breach. Line of sight.
Hit now!
Spotted. Full bore.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. You now have mega creeps.
Night hunt. Yeah.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Roshan has fallen to the ring.
I'm under attack.
Radiant victory.
Right. What's this here?
enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant victory. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. You now have mega kills. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Force me!
Snipe hunt. Aha.
Radiant victory.
Welcome, thank you so much guys. Thank you. Wow, in. Peter. Bata pa tayo. Ian, wait. Ian, wait. Loser. Marami pa kang bigas kakainin eh. Bitin na natin yun eh. Bitin natin siya. Ang feeder. Ay, naku, Ian. Huwag ka na umiyak. Huwag ka na umiyak, Ian.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. You now have Radiant victory!
Bye-bye, loser!
The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. You now have mega creeps.